Hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? This is downtown Paphos. This is Tomb of the Kings Avenue. We started off on the Tomb of the Kings Avenue Mall roundabout, hence the mall was on the right hand side. And this now is all the shops and businesses along this main boulevard. And this is actually the main road that takes you from Paphos to Clorica, if you keep on going to Kasoniga, and if you keep on going to downtown Paphos, if you keep on going CK's, if you keep on going St George, and if you keep on going into the Camus, and if you keep on going, you can eventually get out to Paphos, but I wouldn't advise it unless you're in some kind of Land Cruiser or something like that. If you fancy a bit of McDonald's, well, there it is on the left hand side, and if you fancy a little bit of Kentucky Fried Chicken, that's a little bit further on the left hand side. But I'm pretty sure your eyes are feasting and digesting all the businesses around here. Perhaps if you're booked into a hotel or an apartment complex somewhere around the Tomb of the Kings Avenue, you're wondering, can I hire a car? Yes, you can. Can I hire a scooter? Yeah. Is there a place to get breakfast? Oh yeah, there is. And of course, on top of that, there's plenty of gift shops and all those kind of things as well. You won't have to walk very far. And if you want to get to a beach, well, you just take a left and you'll be on the Cephalius Beach and the Lighthouse Beach before you know it. And to be honest, they are two of the best beaches in downtown Paphos. And again, if you're in this area and you want to go to the Old Town, you take a right and you keep going for about 10 minutes and you'll be there. If you want to go down to the harbour, you take a left, and again, in about 10 minutes, you'll be there. Shall we take a left? Shall we take a right? Shall we go straight? I think we'll take a right. Now, on the left-hand side is the main entrance into the Tomb of the Kings archaeological site. So if you fancy going to see a column and some mosaics and some bits and bobs, that's where you want to go. And the entry fee, I think at the moment, is still €2.50, but the rumour has it they're going to put it up a little bit. But if you do happen to be over the age of 65, and you've got a passport with you, some kind of ID, you can get in for free. So don't forget to show your ID to the person on the gate, and of course they'll let you in for free. We are going to circumnavigate our way through the back streets and head up to Paphos Old Town. So this is a new route on the channel. I don't think this has ever been filmed before, so sit back and relax. Perhaps pour yourself a tot or two. Perhaps if your name is Lady so sweet Caroline, and you're in downtown Wellingborough, and there's a guy in your life, of course, that's our superstar, the one and only Lord Nigel of the big guns. Now he's gone off the gentleman's sour. Now he wants something a little bit stronger. He wants a wee dram. So don't forget to pour him a double today. And get your bottom on a memory foam pillow, because this road in this area is notorious for being a little bit bumpy, a little bit chopsy-mopsy, no matter what car you're in. There you go, potholes from hell in downtown Paphos. Drop it in the comments, what are your roads like? Are they as bad as the roads in Paphos? If your name's Lady Anna, my superstar, in downtown Krakow, are your roads as Sherlock Holmes as ours? What does Sherlock Holmes mean? Well, it stands for SHIT. Again, if you've just flown into Paphos, perhaps your name's Lady Emma, and there's a superstar in your life called Lord Rob. And of course, there's a couple of kids who are not actually that small anymore, are they? They've grown in quite a bit. Anyway, one is Viscount Bradley, and of course the other one is Princess Mia. What do you think of the roads in downtown Paphos? Are they worse than the roads in your area of the UK, or are you just getting blinded by the suntan and of course dipping into that blue swimming pool in your villa in uptown Paphos? Don't forget to drop it in the comments. Right, this is it, Old Town. We're in the Old Town of Paphos. That's the municipality market over there on the right hand side. That's a great restaurant there, by the way, and we had the great honour of going there with two superstars, Baron Jeremy and Baronet Simon. We had a great meze. That's an idea where they just constantly just bringing you different types of meat, or you can have a fish meze where they constantly bring you different types of fish. And I tell you what, it was great. And we sat outside, the views were spectacular, even when it was a bit chilly. There's my tyre man there, who was giving me a wave just off camera as we went past. So, we're in the old town. Shall we take a right? We'll let this lady go first, because we're polite and courteous. Because you never know, she might be subscribed to the channel, that little channel known as Marika and me. Now, if you do like what you see, hit that like, click that subscribe. Don't forget to keep coming back for a little bit more of our complete and utter madness. And of course, if you want to keep the channel afloat, well, it's very, very easy indeed. All you have to do is hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform, and that's where you can gift us a virtual coffee or two. And of course, we'd like to thank some of the superstars that now and again take that extra little bit of trouble and do gift us that virtual coffee or two. If your name is Sir John Ricey, thank you very, very much indeed. If your name is Lady Kirsty from in Uptown Glasgow, we thank you very, very much indeed. And of course, she's also a superstar member on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. So we thank you from the bottom of our two hearts. I'd like to do a big shout out to Lady Rachel, and of course that Cheshire Cat grinning man, Sir Jason, all the way in downtown York. We hope you're having a great, great day. And of course, we hope you're getting ready and excited after you come back from Italy to get ready to come to Paphos, because we'll be waiting especially for you. There we are, Paphos Old Town, on a busy, busy morning. As you can see, everyone's just opening up and they're getting very, very excited. They might make a euro or two, and then before long they can close for lunch. Yes, and then often most of them don't bother to come back. That's life in downtown Paphos. We like to take it easy, we like to chill out, we don't like to do a lot, we like to sit on a beach, we like to look out into the blue Mediterranean Sea, and we like to sup on a nice coffee or two, hot or cold, we don't really mind. So come on, get yourself on a big bird or a canoe, start paddling like crazy. Paphos Cyprus, Marika and me, we are waiting especially for you. This is Paphos Old Town. There's one or two shops getting refurbed, by the way, so hopefully it's going to get better and busier, because the old town, to be honest, took a bit of a battering. While it was a bit run down, then unfortunately along came the pandemic. Then, well, the great man in charge decided to reorganise it all, shall we say. So for 4 or 5 years now, the old town has suffered quite a lot. But this season, it's ready and waiting, especially for you guys. So please, please, if you are staying down in the Cape of Paphos Promenade and Harbour area, take the trouble, perhaps to get on a bus, perhaps to come on foot, make sure you've got a bottle of water with you, or perhaps get in a taxi. But please, please, come up to the old town and spend a morning or two. And you never know, you might fall in love with the place. You're going to find some great restaurants, some great cafes, some great gift shops, and some upmarket shops as well. And you're going to get a great time. So take the time to come up to the Paphos Old Town. The harbour and the promenade are great. They're our favourite area, don't get me wrong, but you will enjoy the Old Town area. Right, let's take a right and let's head down towards the Cape of Paphos Promenade and Harbour area to show you just how close it actually is. Now, to be honest, sometimes you can beat a car on foot, as one or two people who follow the channel know, because there's traffic lights, and of course there's traffic, and there's cats, and there's dogs, and all those kind of things. So if you've got a good pair of hiking boots on, perhaps if your name is Lady Justine and there's a Lord Andy in your life, maybe you can outrun the car. There's an alarm going off somewhere, isn't it? And that is one hell of an annoying alarm if you can hear it. And it's this boutique which is called the Vianda Boutique. So I assume the lady has just opened up. Yep, she has, bang on time. She opens at 10 o'clock and it is now 12 minutes past 10. So that's very, very good by Cypriot standards. She obviously got out of bed very, very early and made that special extra effort. But she's forgotten the postcode by the looks of it. That's what she... Postcode? What am I talking about? The alarm code. Although the odds are it probably is her postcode or her date of birth, isn't it? So she's just forgotten. Perhaps she had a heavy, heavy weekend. Anyway, this is the road from the Old Town down to the Cape of Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. What have we got? Brand new petrol station. Look at that, state of the art, isn't it? It's got a car wash and they've actually built a kiosk with a coffee shop, because a lot of these car washes you go to, you have to sit there for 20 minutes and, you know, twiddle your thumbs. But that one is a brand new one, and they've understood that we now live in a coffee culture, don't we? So they put a coffee shop with it. So that's a good idea. I might go and try that car wash off, but of course I need somebody to gift me that money for that car wash. So big shout out to two of my favourite superstars all the way down in Norwich. And of course, who am I talking about? Well, it has to be that beauty, and of course her name is Lady Ali. And of course there's a superstar in her life called Sir Neil, and when they're in Paphos, he always makes sure that he goes and gets her a bouquet of flowers. And you never know, when she comes to town next time, I may go and get her a bouquet as well. And of course, if they're coming to town, that means the two dads are coming, so a big shout out to Sir Brian and of course Lord Mike, who just celebrated his 92nd birthday only a week ago or so. And of course Miss Siviana Booth, that's Miss Marika, sang him happy birthday, and apparently it lit him up like a Christmas tree. Absolutely spectacular. Right, we're heading down towards downtown paradise. What's coming up? Alpha Mega Supermarket, if you want a coffee, again on the way. And then coming up next down here is the Begona Garden Centre, and they've got a great coffee shop. So again, if you want another coffee, on the way. And then on the other side of the road, on the left hand side, on the right hand side, I always confuse my left with my right, you've got the downtown Cato Paphos Mall. To give it its correct name, it's called the King's Avenue Mall. And guess what? There's one or two coffee shops in there waiting especially for you. Just over yonder is a rusty archaic structure up in the sky, and that's called the Paphos Skywalk. And it was designed like that as a conception. And I think, to be honest, it's blending into the background now very nicely indeed. If you want to see us walk it, Google in the YouTube search bar, Marika and me, Paphos Skywalk, up it'll come. We've walked it, we've climbed it, we've abseiled it, we've walked it backwards. I think we even went on a scooter on there. But anyway, there's definitely a video on there about it from Marika and me. And there's gridlock traffic in this area of Paphos at the moment because they're doing some road works. So Lady Andrea keeps switching the traffic lights to red to give other people on the other side of the road a chance, I suppose. Nissan Duke in front of us, not a bad car that, is it? Drop in the comments, so have you got a Nissan Duke? Have you had any problems with it? Because I think they're quite a good car, and watching Priscilla Booth quite fancies one, so you never know. We may have a look under the bed and we may buy one. But I don't know. We'll drop it in the comments, shall we? Now, gridlock traffic. Are we going to get through? Look at that. When you want a bus, isn't it? You can never get one. But on this particular stretch of road, there's one just gone through the lights, and then there's 2 cars up, isn't it? They always come at the same time, don't they, as they say in English. Anyway, I'd like to say a big thank you to some of the guys that watch the show now and again. If your name's Dayman, thank you very much indeed. Paul Butler in downtown Manchester, thank you very much indeed. And all the people that come back, for example, Alison and her mum Enid, thank you very much. You guys keep the channel afloat with your comments, and we appreciate it, and we answer them as soon as we can. Obviously, over the last couple of days there's been quite a lot of comments, so it'll take me a couple of days to get through it, because unfortunately I have to work for a living as well. On that note, if you do like what you see, don't forget to hit that like, click that subscribe, don't forget to keep coming back now and again. And of course, you can also join us as a superstar member on the Buy Me Coffee platform, and you can also give us a couple of bob via YouTube itself on the thanks platform. That's the heart-shaped button with a $sign in the middle. If you click it, it'll ask you how much you want to contribute. You can contribute from €1.99 or £1.99 or $1.99, depending on what currency, of course, you are working in. Very simple to do, and of course we do thank each and every one of you that does. Sir David Potter, thank you very much. Sir Niels, thank you very much. Of course, Lord Damon Ritchie, thank you very much. And of course, if your name is Lady Angeletta, we thank you very much indeed. This is the final drop down to the downtown Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. The weather is a little bit strange, there's a little bit of dust in the air, so it's stealing a little bit of blueness from the blue sky. But I promise you, when we get there, the sea is going to be looking very blue indeed. Mr. Paul is dressed head to toe in blue as usual, so all you've got to do is get yourself on a big bird or a canoe start paddling like crazy. Paphos Cyprus, Marika and me, we're waiting especially for you. So don't click off just yet. And a big shout out, a final big shout out to a superstar in downtown Scotland. If your name is Sir Doug, go pour yourself a rum and coke and sit back and relax and enjoy the views. Oh, and a big shout out to my mates all the way out in downtown Argaka. If your name is Sir Phil, hopefully you're enjoying this view. And there's another Sir Phil up in Kamara's village, and I hope you survived the weekend. Hopefully Lady Cleta has not smacked you around the head too many times with that frying pan, but I'll be going around in disguise for the next few weeks and keeping it very, very low profile, and might get dressed in green or yellow or something like that, so she won't know it's me. Thanks for watching, and of course we'll see you again very, very soon, somewhere in and around Paphos, in particular in the Cape of Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. And I'll tell you what, it really is a spectacality of a day indeed, especially for Lady Amanda and of course her man Sir Jim. And a big, big shout out to, you waiting for it? Yeah, I bet you are, Lady Joanne, and of course our man Sir Baz. Thanks very much for watching, and of course we'll see you again very, very soon indeed. What a beautiful day, it really is.